Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Louisiana's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robertson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
That's reeled in. It's Robertson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. Catch in the middle. It's Robertson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Sampson. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Snagged in the middle, it's Robertson. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Raging Cajuns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Perry. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. He's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And
they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. The short hands. It's Perry. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. on the gun. The running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns! If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Northwestern. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder,
lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
one thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line, it's Keith. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The play action fake. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Braxton. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jensen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. To throw, it's Howard. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. This is a designed run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. big-time touchdown there to get... Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go to the ground. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it himself. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
23, Southern Mississippi.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. The Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that one. Good coverage.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Perry. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Louisiana, 30. Southern Mississippi, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Chapman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Chester. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
The Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Unloads it left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak. It's very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this, because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Back to pass, it's Braxton. Catch in the middle, it's Heath. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Metcalf. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to snap it quickly. Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble play.
Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go back to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
On the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To the air, it's Winfield. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
1st and 10.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cajuns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
37, Southern Mississippi. 20.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles will take
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And off to Jones. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. To the air, it's Braxton. Safe completion on the screen. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The lone back's got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls up. Going to be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Second down as we open the final stanza. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Winfield. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
Second down coming up.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's third down.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Keith.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Golden Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Eagles want to move quickly. To the air. It's Braxton. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Take over. 1st and 10.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back in the ball. You got to flush.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by just 1 over Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Got enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Winfield. Quick strike complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Perry. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. He wants a big play here late. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.